So the 7-day reading is for the next 7 days, being from the 21st of January right through to the 27th, encompassing the new moon that is on the 22nd. So the first card we've got that's come up is the Fairies card. So of course we know generally this is a moment of saying, hey, connect in with the elementals, connect in with Mother Nature. It's really important for you to do so. And if you do, then you'll find the next 7 days a lot easier for you. So perhaps if you're feeling a little bit like me and are feeling a little bit like tense and uptight in your chest, and perhaps like your tolerance level has gone way down, it might be a really good time to just get out in nature and just spend some time admiring the little things. The glint of the sunlight off a cobweb, or the little buzzy bees coming in and doing their thing, or the birds doing whatever birds do, and the interaction with the birds and the nature and the trees and stuff. Like when I see that Fairies card, it's definitely an indication to get out in nature and have a little bit more grounding time. The next card that we've got is be willing to forgive. Okay, so the angels are asking you to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness, which I think is incredibly pertinent given the new moon energies that are floating around right now. There's a lot of releasing that goes on in a new moon, and within that it's a space of like being able to forgive. And sometimes the biggest person that we have to forgive is ourselves. And when we have those spaces of realizing that we, in that consciousness responsibility level of going, we have created everything in our lives, and then taking responsibility for that, and then saying, okay, now if I've created everything in my life, if I've chosen everything in my life, and I'm not liking certain aspects of that, we'll then start asking some more questions about what is it that I could do or be or receive to change this. And along with that, we have to forgive ourselves for making those choices that led to that particular outcome in the first place. And that can be sometimes the hardest thing to do. Along with self-responsibility, it's the willingness to give up the blame game. It's so easy, and we've been entrained to blame others for our issues. Whereas if we really look at it honestly, then and brutally honestly, we can see that it's actually us that has chosen it, as individuals, as a collective, whatever it might be. Okay, so you've got to be willing to forgive, especially yourself, over the next 7 days. The next 7 days will also encompass a little bit of emotional sensitivity, and to honor and respect your deep sensitivity. It is a gift to us all. Okay, so having that deep sensitivity for us healers means that we're probably going to be feeling a lot of different energies and sensations in our bodies over the next 7 days. And feeling it from other people, feeling it from ourselves, maybe our partners, our work colleagues, however that might be. We might be feeling it from the earth. We might be feeling it from other terrestrial beings, extraterrestrial beings. We might be feeling it from all over the place for the next 7 days. So within that, just be aware and ask the questions. Truth, is it mine? And if it is heavy, if it feels sort of like dense and heavy and then it's not yours. Okay, so you can ask to then let that go. And that is one of the top tips I give for anybody who is energetically sensitive, is to ask that questions. When you're starting to feel like the weight of everything, and you're feeling like really cranky, and you might be feeling a little bit judgmental, you might be feeling a little bit moody, ask, hey, is this mine? And if it isn't yours, Ta-da! Bye-bye! The next card that we've got for the next 7 days is books. So your life purpose involves reading, writing, editing, or selling spiritually based books. Now, for the next 7 days, the way I'm looking at this particular card, it comes out journaling. So please journal. Please write down all of the stuff. If you're feeling a bit like cranky and moody, then please write that down. Get it out of here, plop it on the page, and let it leave your body, because the longer it stays within your body, the more it's going to stew and then grow and then go really unky gunky, and and then it'll start infecting, literally infecting everything and everyone around you. So please get those journals out, write your stuff down, get it, into a page, into a solid format, rather than just being up in your head. Your next card that we've got for the next 7 days for the collective is Twin Flame. So if you recall, several weeks ago, a couple of months ago, whenever it was, we actually did a podcast show with Brooke Hadland and Matthew Kuhn, and we actually had a look at twin flames and soulmates and karmic twin flames and stuff like that. Now, for the next 7 days, what I'm seeing with this card is that you may have either some stuff come up within your relationships that are going on that are a little bit closer to you. Maybe not, if you're not in a relationship, it might be with a close family member or a very close friend. There could be some stuff coming up in there. Now, this could go either way. I'm actually sensing a pendulum. Like, it's either going to go really awesome in the next 7 days. Somebody's going to tell you some really great stuff, or you're going to find yourself having a few more arguments and fights. So it feels it could go either way. So if it starts to head more towards the fights, step back and ask yourself, truth, what is this really all about? And are they just feeling a lot of the feels right now? Are they, what's really going on here? So that would be my suggestion. Try not to rip each other's heads off if that's what's happening for you over the next 7 days, and just go and do some journaling first. Go sit out in nature first. Go deep breathe. Go do something else before tackling your partner or friend. All right. The second to last card that we've got for today is from my brand new deck called the Divine Feminine Oracle. Okay. So what we got was Lala. She's very cute, and she's the saint of the spoken words. So every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. So that's really wrapping it up really nicely back to what we were saying at the start of the reading, where you have made your own story. Everything that's in your life is your own story, and you have created that. And if you don't believe me, have a little bit of a meditation, tune in with your higher self and ask your higher self, truth, was this already mapped out for me before I was even born? And I can almost guarantee you that if you have a really good connection with your higher self and you can speak with your higher self, you'll get that sensation that yes, everything is as it is meant to be. And while things are constantly changing, it is all leading towards a certain specific path. And you are here to experience the things you are experiencing. There's a reason for you to experience certain things. And yes, it can be tough to think, there's a reason why I had to experience that level of abuse. Why? For what reason would I ever ask to experience that level of abuse? But if we have a look at that, in being able to experience and be on the receiving end of that level of abuse, perhaps it's created within you some aspects of kindness and compassion for others that perhaps wouldn't have been there otherwise. All right. So our last yummy card of this particular reading for the collective, straight up, we got acknowledge. Okay, so acknowledge just how freaking amazing and potent you are. Acknowledge, if you are feeling grumpy, if you are feeling like you don't know what to do, speak it, say it, acknowledge. Okay, acknowledge where you're at. Don't hide yourself away and block people off, because that's not going to help. It's not going to help towards the greater collective. All right, so I hope that helps everybody for the next 7 days. I am so grateful for you, for everybody that is contributing to us and to this reading, and that includes, of course, all of your guys' spirit teams who have been stepping in and out while that reading was going on. So with that, my absolutely gorgeous ones, thank you for being with me for Find You Fridays. I am so incredibly grateful for every single one of you. And just remember that reading from the collective reading, be aware you might feel a bit more sensitive, you might feel a little bit more moody, but please have some patience with yourself. Please forgive yourself and forgive others, and get out into nature, do some deep breathing, have those moments where you're actually just really being present with Mother Nature. All right. Until I see you next time, go out, do something tasty for yourself. I don't care what it is, just do something tasty. And until then, until I see you next time, be bold, be brave, be you, gorgeous ones. Bye-bye.